Hello and a very warm welcome to the bustling city of Tokyo, and we're here at the Metropolitan Gymnasium for quarterfinals day at the Yonex Open Japan, the 7th event on the 12 tournament MetLife BWF World Superseries. And of course the Super Series, the 12 tournaments throughout the year, the elite tier of tournament in the world of badminton. And as you can see, at the end of the year, the Super Series finals. And of course, the Super Series finals, the destination is once again Dubai. And what a fabulous event it was last year in Dubai. It's just the top 8 players or pairs in each of the 5 disciplines who qualify for the destination Dubai Super Series finals. And of course, the players get points from all 12 tournaments throughout the year in that race to qualify for those destination Dubai Super Series finals. Well, as I say, it is quarterfinals a day today, and we're starting with women's doubles in the World Championships. Silver medalists from Denmark up against the World Championship bronze medalists from Indonesia. Then we have the first of 2 men's singles. Chao Tien-Chen, winner of the French Open last year, up against the Commonwealth Games gold medalist Kashyap POLII. Then we've got women's singles, and the defending champion, she's also Olympic champion, Li Shuirei, up against the former champion Akane Yamaguchi of Japan. Then men's singles, Victor Axelsen will take on the qualifier, Lee Dong-hyun. And then we'll finish with men's doubles and more Japanese involvement. Endo and Hawakawa, World Championship bronze medalists at the recent World Championships, up against the 2-time World Championship bronze medalists Kim Gi-chun and Kim Sa-ran. So to the first of our quarterfinals, and it is that women's doubles, the 2-time European champions and World Championship silver medalists Christinna Pedersen and Kamilla Juhl, the number 4 seeds, up against Nitya, Krishinda, MAHESWARI and Greysia POLII, the number 6 seeds from Indonesia. Now, as you can see, this is from the top half of the draw, 3 Chinese pairs, and very interesting that the Chinese pairs are not necessarily established pairs. There's been some swapping round of the in Glasgow. It was, of course, the home World Championship, 3rd time that Jakarta had hosted the World Championships, but what a tournament it was for the Danes. This Danish combination became the first ever players from their country to reach the final of the women's doubles discipline at the World Championships. The number 4 seeds, the tall left-hander, as you can see, Kamilla Juhl. They, in fact, have been finalists here at the Japan Open 2 years ago when they were the number 3 seeds. They reached the final. They lost out to Ma Jin and Tang Jinhua 2 years ago. Last year, they were the number 2 seeds and lost in the 2nd round. So a disappointing tournament for the Danes 12 months ago. But my goodness, aren't they making amends here this year? Look to be in great form so far. So these 2 pairs, very, very experienced as combinations. Well, ranking at the moment of 3, the Danes, the European champions, they have been as high as 2. In fact, spent a total of 46 weeks at number 2. Their win-loss record for the year translates into 3 finals from 9 tournaments. They've won 2 titles, the Malaysian Grand Prix Gold and the German Grand Prix Gold, and of course reached the final of the World Championships, as I was already telling you. Fukushima and Hirota of Japan in the 1st round, and the 2nd round against qualifiers Kawashima and Osaka. So, of convincing style, both of their matches in 2 straight games. Danes 29 and 31 respectively. The left-hander being the older of the 2. Now, Greysia POLII turned 28 last month. MAHESWARI 26 from Blitar in East Java. They are currently in the number 5 ranked pair in the world, and that's the highest they've ever been. Their Super Series ranking shot up from number 9 to number 4, going up 5 places after reaching the final of the Indonesian Open. And there you can see they had a right all battle in the 1st round, not surprising, because the pair they played in the 1st round were the other pair that won a bronze medal at the recent World Championships. Fukuman and Yonao of Japan. Hour and 16 minutes needed as we look at our court officials in that first round match for the Indonesians to beat the Japanese pair, coming back from that game deficit. Our court officials from Vietnam and from Korea. And this will be the 5th meeting between these two pairs. Well, the 4 previous encounters, this was a little bit of a surprise to me. Indonesians have beaten the Danes on all 4 previous occasions that they've played against each other. Oh, the umpire just about ready to call the players to order. There's 3 courts in action here on quarterfinals day.
On the right, Nitya, Krishinda, MAHESWARI, and Greysia, POLII, Indonesia. And on my left, Christinna, Pedersen, and Kamilla, Juhl, Denmark. Christinna, Pedersen to serve to Greysia, POLII, level, play.
So the World Championship silver medalists nearest to us against the World Championship bronze medalists. Oh, that's a delightful change of pace by the left-hander from Skagen, right in the north of North Jutland. Kamilla Rytter. Oh, that was a little bit of a loose serve there from Pedersen. Normally a very, very good server indeed. Well, maybe a little bit nervous at the start of this match. That would be understandable. Indonesians have actually been in a semi-final before. That was back in 2009 here in Tokyo. And it's in fact their 3rd quarter-final in total, because they were quarter-finalists in 2008 as well. Oh, that's good recovery. What a good rally. Oh, yes. Very well played from MAHESWARI. Well, that's confirming what I was telling you, that this is the 5th meeting and all 4 previous matches won by the Indonesians, including the last, which was in the World Championships last year at the round of last 16, and it was 2 straight games. It's only the first 2 encounters between these 2 pairs that the match went the full distance to a 3rd and deciding game. I'm not quite sure what that was about.
Service over. 4-2.
And it's a good return of serve.
Service over. 3.
Yeah, got long arms, long levers, stretching forward, taking the shuttle early, putting pressure on her opponents. That's interesting, the flick serve. Didn't serve well the short serve previously. I wonder if she's just a little bit nervous on the low serve. Yeah, lots of drop shots, not going for full power. They know the Indonesians have got terrific defences. It's a good rally. Oh, well finished off by the left-hander. Yeah, no wonder she smiles at that. Crisp finish. Former world mixed doubles champion, of course, Kamilla Rytter, 2009 with Thomas Laybourne. Oh my goodness, mishit it. Oh, it's called good. Well, we do, of course, have Hawkeye. Oh, my goodness. That was probably worth a challenge. Well, I was just about to tell you, we had the challenge system, and Hawkeye will adjudicate if the players believe that they've not had the correct call by the line judge. We had the privilege of seeing that again. That looked long.
6-4.
Well, you're only allowed 2 challenges per match. And therefore players, I think, a little bit reluctant to actually use challenges early on. 4 straight points from 2-4 down. Good run by the Danes. Oh, that's good play.
7-4.
Well, both of the Danes are very tall athletes. They're physically both very strong, but they're both wonderful mixed doubles players, and hence their reading of the game from the front of the court. That's another flick serve. That does surprise me.
5-7.
Yeah, that time. Judgment sound lets the shuttle drop long of the back line. Yeah, that's about where the other one landed, isn't it? Yes, comes from a sporting background as MAHESWARI. Father played football for Indonesia. She's got a cousin who's a weightlifter, silver medalist. She was at the 2000 and 2004 Olympic Games, 48 kilos, and then the 53 kilo division. Oh, what a funny opening game so far. Now the Indonesians back in the lead. Oh. Well, deflected by hitting the top of the tape.
Service over. 8-all.
Oh, well taken. Yeah. Yeah, a little nod and look towards her coach. I'm absolutely convinced that if the Danes want to beat their opponents for the first time, they're going to have to command the front of the court. Oh, that was a nice idea from Rytter. Trying the block defence. When you block the shuttle or drive it back off a smash, it gives your side the opportunity to turn that defensive play into attacking play and therefore move forward to the net. It's a nice idea, but ideas aren't good enough. So we go to the mid-game interval. Oh, I do beg your pardon, it's 10-all. Getting ahead of myself. Oh, seemed to walk into that serve.
11-10 interval.
Now, I believe that was called short, and therefore it's the Danes who have the advantage at the mid-game interval. Ah, was it? I'm really not sure. Well, that's confirmed it. It was called short. The advantage in the World Championships silver medalists. Just 9 minutes to the mid-game interval. Eng Hiang, Indonesian coach.
Hawk 1, 20 seconds. Hawk 1, 20 seconds.
Of course, Eng Hiang was the Olympic bronze medalist with Flande Lempele in Athens in 2004.
Play.
That's a great serve, my goodness me. It's clever. Like the block. What a good rally. That's a fabulous rally. Oh, good smash across the body of Kamilla Rytter. The final smash from Greysia, POLII. Terrific. Yeah, well, I'm not quite sure what that shot from Pedersen, whether that was meant to be a drive or quite what. That one there, they were lucky to get away with that. Yeah, well, so short.
13-12.
Yeah, she apologises for hitting her opponent. Look how short it is. Got what it deserved. Good drop shot. Oh, it's another super idea.
Service over.
And once
13
again,
all.
execution not to match the thought process. Yeah, there was a big gap at the front of the court there. All. Ah, it's clever placement from Greysia POLII.
14, 13.
Yeah, most players would have just attempted to hit that straight. But Greysia POLII very aware of the positioning of her opponent. That's a good return of serve.
Service over. 14 all.
Oh, it's brilliant work by the Indonesians.
15, 14.
Attack and more attack. Yeah, and it's thoughtful attacking play too. Of course, they won the Asian Games gold medal last year. POLII and MAHESWARI beating Matsutomo and Takahashi in the final.
Service over. 15 all.
Well, taking their time. There's Kenneth Jonassen, Danish coach. Former world #2 ranked men's singles player.
Service over.
I like the way the
16,
Indonesians, their attacking play, first of all, in the early stages in the rally, quite often, there's Zheng Qiang, quite often the channel attack, and by that I mean hitting down in between their two opponents. And then, after they've worked the rally a little bit, then they start going for different angles. Oh, there's going to be a challenge here.
17,
Oh,
15.
no, what was the raised hand for then? Oh, I was getting all excited. I thought Hawkeye was going to spring into action.
Service over. 15, 17. Service over. 18, 16.
Yeah, well, that goes down really as an unforced error. The Danes will be disappointed in that. Oh, my goodness.
Service over.
That was a fabulous kill at the net. There's the block, and I was saying earlier that when you block the defensive shot or you drive it back, it gives you the opportunity, one of your players in the partnership to go forward to the net. That was a perfect example. How well she played that. Yeah, good rally again.
17 over.
Well, I think the umpire called 17 all. I make it 18 all. Or maybe I misheard. Crucial. Yeah, good serve too. Well, that was very, very brave from Pedersen to leave that one, let that one go long. Oh, well,
19 over.
crucial points, and the nerves are jangling. It's understandable. 19 all. Well, real pressure from the left-hander.
20 game point.
Moved
19.
herself closer to the net. And Greysia POLII will have seen that out of the corner of her eye. So, game point opportunity to the Danes. Good rally. Oh, what a smash from the left-hander to close out game number one.
And Kamilla with the Juhl.
21-19 confirms the umpire. 21 minutes of wonderful women's doubles badminton. Well, the variation in pace, the attacking play, the desperate attempt to try and involve the front court player. Well, this is the way women's doubles should be played. And when it is played like this, it's an absolute joy to watch.
Okay. Det er godt, du lige sætter sådan en gang der i starten. Og vi skal bare være overskud til at spille. Ja, det siger hårdt med den men vi vil også gerne spille de første 4. Ja, når vi kommer frem over. Ja. Så søger de meget foran den, der står kryds. Den sidste rammer du lige på, den rammer højt. Og han står over det her felt. Men det er overskud til at spille jer frem til den chance, og ikke slå for tidligt. Ja.
Well, by the gestures there from Nitya, no one assumes he's saying don't be afraid to lift it and move the rear court player from side to side at the back of the court. And of course the Indonesians have come already in this tournament from a game deficit to win the match. That was in the very first round against Fukuman and Yonau.
Second game. Level. Play.
But the Danes are one game to the good. 21-19 that opening game. What have the Indonesians got left? Can they respond? Well, she created her own luck there, Kamilla Rytter. The fact that she was coming forward, looking to take the shuttle early, got the lucky net cord, for which she apologises. That's nice to see. Gone long.
Too low. Service over. 1-2.
Well, the margins between success and failure are tiny at this level of sport. Previous net cord went over, that time fell back their side. Oh, just missed it. Gosh, that couldn't have missed by much.
2-all.
Yeah, a little wry smile, because she knows if it had just been inside the line, it would have been an outright winner. Neither of the Indonesians covering that one. Oh, that's clever. I like that block. And that's even better.
Service over. 3-4.
What a defensive shot. Just guiding it, pushing it flat over the net, guiding it into the open space. Absolutely magnificent. Yep. Serve, return and third shot, so crucial in doubles. Like that too, good variation on serve. And the umpire allowing Greysia POLII off court, which, seeing as the Danes were on a little bit of a roll, surprised the umpire allowed that. Oh, that's a good return of the flick serve.
3-5.
Yeah, there's the lifting that Eng Hyang was talking about. Yeah, the Danes doing exactly that to the Indonesians, quite prepared to lift. It's a good rally. Oh, it's just wide. Yeah, it was a nice idea. Patient play.
6-3.
Both pairs. It's considerably long of the double service line. There is a bit of a drift in the Metropolitan Gymnasium here in Tokyo. But the players have been telling me it's very nice playing conditions and certainly not the sort of drift that they experienced in Istora Senayan in Jakarta at the World Championships. It's well taken. Yeah, there's the drive defence that I was talking about.
7-4.
Sheer pace getting it through the net player. Look at that. And even the desperation dive there from Greysia to no avail.
Thank you, players.
Well, since the World Championships, this is the first tournament that they've played, and my goodness, the confidence that they seem to have gained from that World Championship final,
4.
European champions, is very noticeable indeed. Wide.
Service over.
Well, the Indonesians need to start closing down this deficit. Already a game down. Before the mid-game interval here in game number 2, I really think they need to give themselves some belief. Oh dear, that was a very loose serve from Greysia POLII. That won't help their cause.
5.
There's certain little phases in a match where you just sense that if one player can pile on the pressure, then the others will begin to crumble. Pair that's down, you feel if they can just hang on during this passage of play, then they'll be right back in it. Well, that was yet again a nice idea.
10-5.
Oh. Big high lift. Yeah.
11,
And the European
5,
champions go to the mid-game interval with a 6-point advantage here in the second game, having already won the first. And the Indonesians have an awful lot of work to do. It was actually Pedersen who hit that shot, although it looked as if it was round the back. Yeah, look of frustration from Greysia POLII. Indonesians didn't play here last year, didn't play the Japan Open.
Clock 1, 20 seconds. 11-5. Play. Service over. 6-11.
Well, I wonder if the Indonesians have been advised to change their tactics at all. Oh, it's nice. See, when those little angled blocks
7,
go over
11.
and go in, they are devastating. Look at that. That's just super.
Hold.
Yeah, she touched it.
8,
Partner
11.
called to her to leave it. Well, the call was a little bit late and she simply couldn't get out of the way. Yeah, touching the racket head there. So all 3 points since the mid-game interval to the Indonesians, and now only 3 points the deficit.
Service over. 12, 8.
Oh, clever change of pace. Yeah. Well, that, of course, is the danger. It was going through my mind whether the Indonesians had been told that they really needed to go a little more defensive, move their opponents at the back of the court a little more. But the problem is when you're defensive, the whole mindset changes. And if your opponents do manage to intercept at the net, you really do leave yourself open a little bit. Here's another lift. I'm sure they've been told to just try and work their opponents, but I'm not convinced that's the right tactical advice. That's well taken.
15, 8.
7-point advantage now. Yeah, here we are. Definitely, I think the Indonesians have been told not to attack as much as they have been. And I just think they need to vary their attack a little more, as they did in that rally. It's gone wrong. Well, a little look from the Danes towards the service judge. No call. Well, the Indonesians did that a little earlier, didn't they? When their opponents were on a roll. Asked for a quick timeout. And now the Danes have done a similar thing in return.
Play.
11-15. Oh, broken the strings of a racket, surely. Yeah.
Service over.
Didn't sound right
16,
at all.
11. Service over. 12-16.
Yeah, I much prefer to see the Indonesians playing like that, which is forcing the Danes back off the net, where I've already said in the early stages how good both the Danish players are at the net. That's why they're both world-class mixed doubles players. Yeah, like that. Devastatingly good at the front of the court.
17-12.
Yeah, little stamp of the foot there from Greysia POLII, a real sign of the frustration. Time running out for the Indonesians. Only 2 points needed by the Danes to record their first ever victory over this Indonesian combination. Oh, it's well taken again. Oof.
Service over. 13-19.
Well, it'll take a huge effort here by the Indonesians if they're to come back from this 6-point deficit.
Play.
One of the few players who has a full set of World Championship medals. Gold in the mixed doubles, a silver in the women's doubles, the recent World Championships, and bronze from 2 years ago also in the women's doubles. Well.
15-19.
Oh. Well, now the umpire not allowing the players to take a quick timeout. Oh, that's powerful. Tremendous play from Kamilla Rytter.
20, match point 15.
Thunderous smashes. Five. match point opportunities for the Danes. Long.
Service over. 16-20.
Well, this is what we love about sport, isn't it? Quite frankly, at 1912, I thought it was all but over, apart from the celebrations. All of a sudden, the Indonesians are back believing they can win this. Still match point, of course, for the Danes, but at 17-20, there's now a belief. Oh, well, what a way to close out the match. The lucky net courts from Christinna Pedersen at the back of the court. The powerful smash, it thundered off the top of the tape before going over. Well, sport at times can be cruel, and that's a cruel way to end such a wonderful match.
Won by Christinna Pedersen and Kamilla Juhl. 31-19, 31-17. Thank you.
Umpire just confirming the score, 21-17 in the second game, having taken the first to 19. 46 minutes in total, and the Danes record their first ever victory over this Indonesian pair at their 5th attempt. And that's why the delights. But how nice to see the Danes still respectful of the traditions here in Japan, and the customary bow to the crowds at the conclusion of the match. But safely through to the semi-final, number 4 seeds Christinna Pedersen and Kamilla Rytter. So after that women's doubles, next match is men's singles. Chao Tianchen of Chinese Taipei against Kashyap Pali. Then we turn our attention to women's singles and the 2014 champion against the 2013 champion, Li Shuirui against Akane Yamaguchi. Then the second of our men's singles and former world junior champion, Victor Axelsen of Denmark, up against the man who's come through the qualifying, Lee Dong-kyung from Korea. Then the last of our quarterfinals were more home players involved because Endo and Hawakawa in the men's doubles, of course, they were the bronze medalists at recent World Championships. They're up against the pair who won the bronze medal in 2013 and 2014 World Championships, Kim and Kim from Korea. So plenty to look forward to. And the matches here, of course, the tournament here in Tokyo of the very highest standard because we're in the middle of the Olympic qualifying period. Now, our match is from the bottom half of the draw, as you can see in the top half, all Chinese affair in the top quarter, second quarter, all Indonesian affair. And of course, as you can see, only 3 seeds left in at quarter-final stage. The 2011 champion and world champion Chen Long lost yesterday. 4-time former champion Lee Chong-wei, who had to come through the qualifying, he lost yesterday to Lin Dan. And of course, home favourites Kento Momota, who won a bronze medal. First ever medal for Japan in the men's singles discipline at the recent World Championships. What a milestone that was. He, disappointingly for the home fans, lost yesterday, lost to Tommy Sugiyato. What a thrilling final game it was, 21-19 in the decider. So we're just about ready for the players to make their way onto court. There we are. Chao Tianchen, the number 6 seed from Chinese Taipei, up against Kashyap Pali. Pali not seeded at this Yonex Open Japan 2015.